Welcome to Paranormal Torch, and today I thought I'd give you a little insight to where my paranormal life began. So I brought you back to Coalhouse Fort in Essex. Many years I investigated this place, and I was also lucky for a few years to also look after all of the paranormal teams who came here. And my God, we had some really good evidence captured. People had lots of great experiences. So on this episode, I thought I would show some of my experiences and evidence caught over the last 2 decades nearly of me investigating the paranormal. So let's hit this start button on this episode properly and get going.
Located on the Thames estuary, Coalhouse Fort was built in the 1860s. Its defence was part of several forts up and down the River Thames to protect London from an attack by river. During both World Wars it acted not only as home defence, but storage and shipping for the military that was fighting abroad. Today it sits, alone, weathered but full of history from a long-forgotten past. With its own moat, a church nearby and many artifacts from the wars of past. Coalhouse Fort has been a big attraction to visitors for both daytime and nighttime. For it's had a reputation for being one of the most haunted forts in the United Kingdom. With shadows seen in the courtyard, the place becomes all so different at night. With a lady in a dress seen on one of the top floors outside. And rooms that have phantom footsteps, many people have fled this fort in the night with stories of military people chasing them. But it's deep below the banks where much of the activity is seen or heard. Over the years the focal point for many paranormal groups has been the twisting tunnels that once served the fort as storage for ammunition and other essential supplies.
So this old fort is an old Palmerston fort, and it was designed to protect London from any invasions on the Thames, River Thames, via the sea. Massive gun turrets located inside the walls, which could shoot very long range. I remember one particular night we was here, and we had a team visiting, and the Ovulus has been used here by many teams, including myself. And this particular night, it kept saying a sequence of words when we was located downstairs in one of the tunnels underneath, one of the rooms off the tunnels. It kept saying the words, Alex Henry Triangle Prison. Alex Henry Triangle Prison. So then a little bit later, I was with a team, and I mentioned to them about this. And I said, does anyone know what Alex Henry Triangle Prison means? And one of the girls sitting in the room looked up and said, well, my name's Alex and my boyfriend's name's Henry. And that was quite interesting. And I said, what room were you previously in before this one? And she said we was upstairs with the spotlights and everything. Now where she's meaning is just beyond this bit here. There's the old spotlights they used for Batman Begins, as well as the prison bars. So was the planchette in that area room? Yes, it was. It turns out the team that night had 3 Ouija boards. And one of them was a triangle style shaped one. Particular time they had some communication with spirit on the board supposedly, and she said her name was Alex, her boyfriend's Henry. They'd used the triangle planchette in the prison. Now that's really weird for an Ovulus to come up with 4 things in that sort of linked area. So yeah, that's one of the interesting non-visual side of paranormal related phenomena that's gone on here. When we say underground tunnels at Coalhouse Fort, they aren't quite underground because they're actually just below this wall here, down here. It's definitely one of the areas that's always targeted to try and get activity from paranormal groups. I myself have had a cigarette smoke in the face. One of the most active parts of the tunnel is this area, room 24. It's become infamous for the amount of activity it has. I experienced the first ever activity here during 2004.
Footsteps.
We could hear someone walking towards us down the corridor, but no one arrived. It wasn't until we saw this on the camera that it looked like someone has ducked underneath the camera and got around us.
His footsteps, I think.
The quadrangle. The same night my investigations began, we experienced something that always haunts me to this day.
Dad, you know we're not here to hurt you. We're just here to make friends. Say hello.
Is that you?
Is that you laughing?
So you laughing?
I heard that. Did you?
I heard that.
Say hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Is that you?
Is that you laughing?
I heard that. I have to tell you something about what happened to me and James, one of my other investigators here as well. We was doing some light photography, you know, where you shine a light in a dark room and the open shutter will capture the details of the surroundings using the torchlight. Now, we was in this area again, the latrines, and I was in this corridor here. And suddenly we heard someone shout, "Oi!" Now, this was about 2:30 in the morning. No one else about, just me and him. No one knew it was here, actually. We was just doing some photography research designs for promotional stuff. And we checked everywhere. And you know, we found we had to recreate that oi if you was all the way down near room 14 in the tunnels. Who the hell shouted that? We don't know. But it's on camera. Take a look. Because you trick photography, you see, people are like, oh my god, look at this. But you don't. We're not doing that for this reason. Also, these photos aren't paranormal. These are fake. These are purposely done. Right.
That's weird, isn't it? I had the camera on, everything.
Who's that? Oh.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
We searched high and low that night to see if anyone had made access into the fall, but no one was there. Something else that happened to us that night was this incident when we was having a break in the car, parked within the courtyard. Run?
What was that? Eh?
What the hell is that noise? What the hell is that noise? But now, over to the latrines, where I'm going to show you, for the first time ever, some exclusive footage of possibly the best spirit voice ever captured.
Sorry, that was me, that one.
What, talking?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said walking, because...
No, it sounded like Sue was talking. Dave, just call out if anyone's down there.
Hello, is anybody down there? 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 I don't know if it was in my head, but when I called out, is anyone there, I thought a female voice answered me back. And I thought someone was outside. Yeah, you heard what I did.
Can't see anybody out here.
That's what I said, like, oh, I think you're going to paper over the window or something. No, if it was a radio, you'd have heard it on yours, because yours were on that, didn't they? Let me just see what they are. Janie?
We was nowhere near that area that night. There's no way my team could have interfered with Sam's team. They were the only two females on site. It was 2:30 in the morning. So who was the mystery voice? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the special clips from Coalhouse Fort, and I do hope you give it a chance to come down and have a look around. But this was the place that's special to my heart, because this is where my ghost hunting days officially began, and should always hold a special place in my heart. So, Coalhouse Fort, I salute you. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe, share this video, and like this video as well. And I might do some more special videos based on the locations I've been to. But yep, I'm glad you could join me. Thanks for watching. I'm Jamie. This is Paranormal Torch. I'll see you next time.